bam. I am President Chad here with my boy Tristan, and we are on the EPL Rewind, where we're going to be talking about everything that went down in game week. Was it 13, 14?
I think it's 13. This week is 14.
Right. Everything that went down in game week 13 in the Premier League. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Just trying to, play it safe and play it humble, what else be. Top 4 very hard to get, boy.
I hear that. Well, let me jump straight into it now. Let me jump straight into the thing. The first game on the weekend was Leicester versus Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne with a wonderful free kick. Saving City's blushes, because let's be real, earlier in the season, everybody and their auntie was scoring on Leicester. I think you and I could have gone and scored on Leicester.
Of course.
Leicester's defense has really improved over the last four game weeks. I want to throw this question out here. When Haaland plays,
City does one?
He dominates, right? City scores multiple goals when Haaland plays. When Haaland doesn't play, except for that rubber Champions League game in the middle of the week here, except for that game, when Haaland doesn't play, City seems to struggle to score. Has City become one-dimensional in terms of when Haaland is there, they could perform, but when he's not there, it seems like they forget how to find the goal, or do you think it's just happened to be, like a couple one-off games? You think it affecting their form?
I would think Haaland not being there, it will affect their form. In addition, you have to look at Foden. Foden not being there also, it affects the creativity and that dynamic.
Because he's the next top scorer for the team.
Of course. And I don't know what Pep did to him or what he did to Pep. I don't know why Pep, because they asked Pep, why not picking Foden, knowing fully well that Haaland is out? He say, I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know exactly what he's doing. I don't know if he's saving it for World Cup or he might be having a neck. Them fellas that's all not counting. But
he played 90 minutes in a dead rubber game in the Champions League. He already qualified top of the group. You have Foden playing 90 minutes in a game that does not matter. And I watch my had Foden on my fantasy team and I sell him because I was at 90 minutes and I say, you know what, Pep not going and start Foden on the weekend. And he going
to play this weekend and you might lose out. That's how Pep is. You sell Foden, all right, there people sell him, start him now. I don't know if you have him in fantasy.
Boy, last week I had Foden as my captain because I didn't think they would have played Haaland. The man come on and score 1 point, boy.
Boy. Everybody feels sick last week, because some people had Harry Kane as captain. And I'm here to see him. Where is he? Is it August?
Well, talking about Harry Kane, Bournemouth played Spurs. They lost 3-2 after going up 2-0. They scored in the first half. They scored in the second half, both from Kiefer Moore. And second half, a real fight back. Ryan Sessegnon scored. Ben Davies scored. Ben Duncan scored. And as you rightfully said, where was Harry Kane? Harry Kane did not feature.
He didn't get a penalty. He didn't get a penalty to feature, sorry.
Yeah, for real. Good afternoon to the man, Martin Phillip on the inside. So, Spurs, they came back, they won the game. But they're looking shaky.
Spurs got away.
Yeah, I was very disappointed in that team. That team should have handled the business, to be honest. But you can't be 2 up against a Spurs team that's struggling and but anyway, it is what it is. So Brentford, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1-1 draw. Ben Mee scored for Brentford. Ruben Neves scored for Wolves. Diego Costa got himself sent off extra time.
I was
really stupid confrontation with the referee. Totally unnecessary. So he is going to be missing
I was wondering when would Diogo Costa arrive to the Premier League. He finally arrived. It was either a goal or a red card. He has.
You thought he
He's
was on real good behavior.
3 games, no red card. 3 games, no card. And all of a sudden, he's back with a red. I'm saying, welcome back, Diego. Welcome back. Hopefully, you don't play Arsenal coming up.
Well, true. Well, we're gonna be talking a little bit about this game, so let's dive right into it. Brighton 4, Chelsea 1, and this is all I have to say to the Chelsea men and them.
Welcome back, Graham Potter. That's what Brighton said. We love you still, don't worry. We know your kryptonite.
You know, Potter's first defeat as Chelsea head coach, you know, it's amazing that Chelsea scored 3 goals and lost 4-1, you know. 4-1 after he scored 3 goals, boy. That's a hell of a thing. But Trossard scored the first goal, Loftus-Cheek with an own goal, Chalobah with an own goal, Pascal Gross scored in extra time, made it 4. Havertz at the beginning of the second half, Chelsea came out, scored, and you know, you told yourself, way boy. After you saw what went on with Spurs, you say, well, yeah, Chelsea gonna come back, fight back here. But it had no fight back. That was it. That was the only goal that they scored. That wasn't an own goal. And that was the end of that. Do you think that the Potter's
Did Aubameyang play in that game?
Say that again?
Did Aubameyang play in that game?
No. Aubameyang didn't play in this game at all. Actually, yes, he came on for Raheem Sterling in the 63rd minute. Sorry about that, yeah. He came on for Raheem Sterling in the 63rd minute. He didn't start.
I was now asking if Sterling ever played that game also.
Yeah, Sterling started.
Okay.
Sterling started. So, has the Potter magic worn off, or do you think it's just, you know, it's the Premier League? Anybody could beat anybody. Brighton have been playing very well. They are a difficult team to beat. You know, what do you really think went on with Chelsea on the weekend?
I don't think Potter had magic, you know. We both know this.
You don't think he had any magic at all?
I don't think he had magic because you draw majority of your game, you win your game by 1-0. Some of the decision was to be us in some of the games. So I don't think it's magic.
This Brighton defeat was the first loss, but really,
I know Brighton defeat was the first loss,
but Chelsea really wasn't running away with anything before.
No, they wasn't really running away with anything. It's just 1-0, 2-1, scrape through. Yes, you're scraping through, beating the side in front of you is good. But Potter magic, it hasn't settled in yet. You can clearly see that. Brighton just tell everybody what everybody already know. Chelsea's not a big side. No longer a big threat.
It's unfortunate that Jesus is not here today, man. But I really like to ask him what's going on with Chelsea.
But they bounced back. They did bounce back. They beat up our side, I think, 4-1 the same way.
You're talking about what, in Champions League?
In Champions League, yeah.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Liverpool doing the business in Champions League, you know. But when it comes to the Premier League, they're pooping on themselves. So, you know what I mean? Well, as we're talking about that, let's jump into that Liverpool game. So Liverpool lost again.
That's surprising.
1-2. They lost 2-1, I should say. Leeds United. And mind you, this was at home, man. Liverpool was at home. This is at Anfield.
With Virgil van Dijk in the back.
Rodrigo has gotten back on his scoring boots.
I need to put him back in fantasy. Need to.
Yeah, Rodrigo scored on the 4th minute. Then you had the man Mohamed Salah scoring in the 14th. And it remained 1-1 until the 89th minute, when Somerville scored on a Patrick Bamford assist. I heard that Klopp was saying that it was unfair because it is autumn and Somerville should not have been on the field. But you know, Klopp is the master of excuses this season.
Oh my God, this whole season is The grass is too tall. It's too high. The breeze is too much. The referee had the whistle in his mouth too much. He didn't blow for certain calls. It amazes me a man that I have so much respect for that's be doing all this nonsense.
Well, I mean, I was talking to a Liverpool supporter yesterday, and I was asking them, what they think is the situation, if they think is the 7 year curse, what they think it is, and they told me they don't really know. They made two suggestions. They say Mane, and they say Van Dijk not in form right now. I say, all right, fair enough. A lot of us admit that Mane leaving has affected Liverpool. I, for one, as far as I'm concerned, ever since the injury, Van Dijk is not the Van Dijk that he was before the injury.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
Right? So I would take that. But the person was a young lady. She also went on to say that under no circumstances she would even consider sacking Klopp right now. As far as she concerned, Klopp
The
is still
bringing
the
hope.
man. Yeah, as a Liverpool supporter, she behind Klopp full 100.
Well, remember they haven't won anything in almost since I didn't born yet when they won the title, the league. They won a title when nobody was in scene and VAR, VAR helped them win the league, and they never really celebrate. So there's nothing to talk about.
They win a
So
Champions League. What
mhm.
was the third thing they win a FA Cup?
I think
So
FA Cup or Carling Cup, one of them small cups.
yeah, so I guess I could understand from a Liverpool supporter's perspective, this manager has brought you trophies, albeit
7 years
spread
as
out
well.
over a period of time.
Yeah.
So I could understand. I personally am a little surprised in the sense that to me, when a club reach the level of championship quality,
To go
you
back down.
cannot you can't afford that kind of loyalty. I mean, you remember Leicester. Leicester won the league, and early the next season, they sacked the manager because they wasn't performing. Right? No one could say maybe they sacked the manager too soon, but you want to maintain your championship level. As it is right now, Liverpool mightn't even make it into Europe at all after
That was my
being
prediction.
there consistently for a long time. So let's see. I will revisit that person at the end of the season and see how they feel about Liverpool at that time, or Klopp more specifically, how they feel about Klopp at that time. Crystal Palace, Southampton. Crystal Palace won that game 1-0. A very boring game. Edward in the 30th minute had a goal. I mean, a couple weeks ago, Zaha was running route. Everybody was expecting Zaha to light the place on fire because Crystal Palace had some easy games. Um,
I think
Zaha has
Zaha
been very
had a
quiet.
switch. He had switch. Somebody turned his head. And I don't know if it's in the German league with Dortmund. I don't know if it's Chelsea. I don't know if it's Arsenal. I don't know if it's United. But somebody turned Zaha head. And since before the World Cup, Zaha has not been, since last month, Zaha has not been in form in terms of scoring goals that he used to, taking on defenders, beating. He not playing with that flair we knew him to play for. I think he's probably getting up himself for the World Cup to sell himself. Make sure you don't have no injuries because a lot of people getting injuries. Look, Son get injured just the other day, just this week here. He had an operation in his eye. So I think he's going like and will explode in the World Cup. It's 6 months left in your contract. Pay me the money or, show me the bigger contract. That's
Yeah,
just my
well,
sense on him.
let's see how that goes. Fulham Everton 0-0. I was personally a little surprised that Iman Mitrovic and or Andreas hasn't scored. These two guys have been on fire for the past couple of
Everton
weeks.
defense, bro. Everton
And
defense, bro,
that is the
has
only thing
not
that has
been
been
beaten.
saving Everton because Everton has not been scoring a lot of goals.
Pickford is in World Cup form. Sorry to say, Ramsdale. I'm sorry. But Pickford has been in World Cup form for the past month and a half. The flips, nothing can pass him. You had to have something spectacular to pass him. And the defense, been giving him that support ever since. The midfield especially. Signing back guy from PSG was a masterclass for Lampard. Yeah, Lampard saved his job. Signed guy and that was it. No goals, 0-0, you know? That's it.
Yes, indeed. Newcastle versus Aston Villa. Now, for anybody who watched this program last weekend, when myself and Adelaide were on, I predicted that Aston Villa was going to get washed. Now, a lot of people may have wondered why, after Aston Villa won their game, their first game after Gerrard left, why did you think they would not have just lost, but they would have got washed? And that is because Aston Villa is an inconsistent team, and Newcastle is a team in form. Nobody wants to play Newcastle right now. They
Nobody.
are the informed team in the Premier League. And
Agree.
so said so done. Newcastle demolished Aston Villa 4-0. Callum Wilson started it off with a penalty, then he scored in the second half again, assist by Trippier. Trippier looks like he has definitely stamped and sealed and locked down that position in the
Right
England
back.
team.
Of course.
I can't see anybody else playing right back for England at the moment in time. Kieran
might have a
Trippier
shout.
is the man.
Ben might have a shout.
Not to start, bro. Not to
Right
start.
centre back. Right centre back.
All right. Joelinton scored as well. And then the man who is on fire in the Premier League right now, Miguel Almiron. I mean, that goal was unbelievable. I was watching this game and when he took the ball on and he took the shot, I watching it and I like that ain't going and score. I was wondering why he even do that. A man run, Callum Wilson was running on the right, and then the next man looking to make the run on the left, and I like, really, you just shoot that ball, and that ball square, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, that is a man that is on fire. That is a man in form. Only somebody in form would even think about taking on that shot like that.
And that is the Almiron I knew from in the US. In terms of when he was playing, that's the kind of mentally.
We hadn't seen that Almiron in the Premier League at all.
Well, before the game, they show a video. Toon TV showed a video. His old coach came and visit him, give him a hug and tell him congratulations. Go out there and do your best. So I don't know if that was just a boost, but my boy just go there for a show.
Almiron is, I mean, maybe if Haaland played this weekend and he did something, last weekend, and he did something, you would have said, well, Haaland as well, but Almiron is definitely the man on fire in the Premier League right now.
You must have him in fantasy.
Yeah, and Newcastle, well, he's the most brought in player, him and Wilson. So clearly Newcastle is doing something very good, that their players in high demand.
And Isak has not come recovered from his injury, nor the right winger who want to play for France.
Yeah, he Saint-Maximin came on at the end of the game for a little 10-minute cameo, but he hasn't really been running out. As you said, Isak as well hasn't really been starting games. So the truth is, Newcastle could still get better.
Yeah,
they could still get better, but I mean, they're gonna struggle to find. I always thought when these guys came on, it would have been very easy, just drop Almiron, but I don't think Almiron right now is undroppable. So they gotta drop somebody else. And they ain't gonna drop Wilson. Wilson and Almiron have to be on the pitch. Bruno Gamarez, he has to be on the pitch. These guys on form.
That's my Brazilian midfielder. He needs to start for Brazil. He needs to.
Well, I know. I think Pastor Fred has something to say about that.
Pastor Fred,
that Fred Casemiro, No, don't get me wrong. I agree. I would agree with you from a footballing standpoint. Should be started. But that Fred Casemiro is something about that. It seems to like the Brazilian coach tiki like that. So I ain't sure about that. let's move on to Arsenal. Oh, no, before we move on, I have a question for you. Newcastle are presently, we're going to talk about the standings a
All
little
right.
later. Yes, but Newcastle have made it into the top four. Do you expect Newcastle to end the season in that position? When I
Of
say in
course,
that position, not where they are right now, but in the top four.
I expect Newcastle to finish in the top four. I expect Arsenal to finish in the top four. I expect City to finish in the top four. And there will be a hell of a fight between United, Tottenham, Chelsea, and everybody else. And I'm being honest with you. In my honest opinion, I don't see Tottenham doing it because you now lost Son, Richarlison, Harry Kane. I expect them to get a cut skin this week, whoever they're coming up against, or to take a draw. World Cup coming up. Majority of the players, hopefully they go across, they'll be fatigued. Newcastle, majority of Newcastle players will be with Newcastle and they will be ready. They have a coach who plays similar football to Diego Simeone. So they'll be pressing, they'll be physical, they'll be very up there for the fight for that Champions League finish. And they know the bonus they will be getting. The incentive is there. So it's just for them to qualify for Champions League. And when you qualify for Champions League and you have the money what Newcastle have, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, well, is a totally a Champions League Newcastle is a totally different kettle of fish. We're going to expect them to do a madness. The madness everybody was expecting before will
Will
come
be this summer.
at that time. Big up to Fantasy Pavilion that is on the inside. Good afternoon to you all. So Arsenal playing like champions. Beating up Nottingham Forest 5-0. Gabriel Martinelli started off the scoring. Saka was with the assist, but he had to come off due to an injury.
Yeah, they kick
As
him
soon
on
as
the
I finish,
ankle. They kick him on the
as soon
ankle.
as I finish, run through the list of scores, you will give us an update on Saka, right? So
Yeah.
you had Reece Nelson coming on in the for Saka, and he was dominant. He scored at the beginning of the second half, 2 goals back to back. Thomas Partey doing what Thomas Partey does, and Martin Odegaard, ended off the scoring. So Arsenal with a very dominant performance. Most of the game they played without Saka because he left early in the first half. But what
All
is
right.
the injury update where Saka is concerned?
Saka got kicked in his ankle. And he got kicked earlier on by knee. And what happened is that the kick he get, Lodi is a Brazilian. And you know these Brazilians at here, when they hit it real hard. It was a kind of thing challenge because he didn't get the ball. Saka went and he continued, but it's a challenge that take him off. But he's 100% ready to go. He just
Yeah,
needed
well,
that little.
he came on Thursday in the Europa game.
Yeah, he came on because Arteta, his saying is rhythm. Some of us was angry, but what he says is rhythm. Rhythm meaning you come on, you do what you had to do so that you can be thing. You don't stop, rest, and then you come on and them things that score. It's best you continue. You understand? For fluidity. That's my coach
So,
with fluidity.
so your expectation is that he will play this weekend.
Yeah. He will play. The only
All right.
person I'm scared about is Tomiyasu because he came off with a knock this midweek here. I'm not sure exactly what may happen, but you will see.
So are you ready now finally to say that Arsenal are title contenders?
I told you from beginning to now, Arsenal are not title contenders. We are top 4 contenders, and I'll maintain and I'll go on the record by saying
You'll maintain that until what, boy? If only on top the last day of this last game to play of the season and only on top by 5, you can tell me that?
I will tell you the same thing. Arsenal are top 4 contenders. I'll say the same thing my coach has been saying. He said, he tell my players, don't listen to the media, don't listen to the hype. These are propagandas they are spreading. We have to continue to play hard, focus on the next game, take it game by game. You have a very hard game. And we just see what happens next.
Another Arsenal man here is agreeing with you. He said too soon, too soon. Arsenal will get top four. All right, fellas.
That is what the coach saying. Top 4 is what we're focusing on.
All right. Fair enough.
If more,
Last game of the season, we're gonna talk the standings again just now. Last game of the weekend, Manchester United versus West Ham. Manchester United won 1-0, goal by Marcus Rashford. Another clean sheet for Manchester United.
I need to take a money player in my fantasy, boy. All these clean sheets given away.
Yeah, so Manchester United seems to finally be getting their rhythm and their act together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the standings, and then we're gonna talk about the upcoming games. Get some predictions on the inside for the big games coming up on the weekend. Yeah.
Not a problem.
Arsenal on top, 2 points. City went ahead when they won their game, so Arsenal needed to perform, and you all came out there and performed. You understand? You all came on and performed.
Very hard game. Very hard game.
The Fantasy Pavilion is saying that the hair was amazing and Delo is a bonus points magnet. That is true. Delo is the player, guaranteed to play, guaranteed to give you 90 minutes if you're looking for United fantasy defender.
I will look to buy him.
And last time I checked, he was 4.5 million. I don't know how much he is now, but he's cheap as well. So jump on that. All things being equal, Pep Guardiola said in his press conference that Haaland is feeling good and he's fit. He didn't play in the week. He said that he will make a decision in communication with the player. That tells me Haaland is going to start, because I can't see Haaland, knowing fully well he's not going to the World Cup, feeling comfortable starting another game on the bench.
And it's 2 games, just 2 games before the World Cup.
Right.
Well, 3 games, huh?
Yeah, so even though he's not going, you would want to let everybody remember, I'm still the best goal scorer in the Premier League. So I expect Haaland to start tomorrow. Please, God.
Who they playing?
City. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. City is playing Fulham tomorrow.
Woo! Mitrovic. I see Mitrovic scoring.
I don't know. I'll be clearly. I believe City is going to win. I think City is going to score about 3 goals if Haaland starts, at least minimum.
I'm seeing Mitrovic scoring against that City defense, because if you really look at our defense, if somebody come and bully them, they will score.
Well, that has been the case earlier in the season, but to me, of late, City has started to lock it down. But we'll see. It'll be a good test. For
example.
It'll be a good test for them. The big game on Saturday is Everton-Leicester, because Everton and Leicester at the beginning of the season were they're looking like they may have gotten relegated. Both of them seem to have caught themselves. They're performing well. They're rising out of the relegation zone. So this is a battle to see who is going to, move forward. So you have any predictions for that game?
I love Everton, not only because I'm Ninja Boy, former Arsenal youth. It will be easy man running the string, pulling the strings in the midfield. I'm happy for him. He didn't really get the opportunity that he wanted at Arsenal. We sell him, and now he's shining and he's looking real good. He's the player that everybody believed he would have become. I believe they have what it takes defensively, but I think they have 2 injuries. I'm not sure. I think 2 injuries.
What about Calvin Lewin? You expect Calvin Lewin to score against Leicester? Leicester defense. Ward has suddenly remembered how to goalkeeper now. Leicester defense looking good.
After he sell gun right through. How much guns this man sell, boy? You have him on your bench. I should put on Ward. I shouldn't put on one. And you pay money, get 6. You pay money, get 4.
Well, that was before the man. Last 4 games, the man keep 3 clean sheets, you know.
Did you play him?
No.
Well,
All
all
them
right.
points I was watching
Play
on
him
my bench
tomorrow
right
now.
through.
Play him tomorrow now.
Let's see how it goes. Well, the real
Everton,
big wins,
Everton to win.
Everton to win for you. For me, I looking at a draw.
And 0-0 draw.
I would like a 0-0 draw because I actually decided I'm gonna play Ward tomorrow. But I'm looking at a draw. Yeah, I'm
All
looking
right.
at a draw. The real big games are Chelsea Arsenal and Spurs Liverpool, both taking place on Sunday. As a Manchester United supporter, I would love Chelsea Arsenal to be a 2-2 draw. Right? Chelsea drop points, Arsenal will drop points. Not enough for them to not be first place because I actually want Arsenal to go into the World Cup being on top of the table. So that's what I would like, and that is also my prediction for that game. Chelsea Arsenal 2-2. How you feel about that Chelsea Arsenal clash on Sunday morning?
This game will be a very good game because my players are up for it. I know my coach. I've watched Arsenal in All In or Nothing, All or Nothing, and I see exactly how behind the scene how passionate he is, how he loves rivals derby games, and then it'll be very very special because we have our ex-captain playing for Chelsea with the Arsenal tattoo on his hand, and he's calling us out and saying he's ready for us. So he made the first move, and he was brave to say he coming for us. He say he like go some shots and say my manager can't coach no big name players. All right, only a bunch of little boys. So he opened his mouth. So it's just about time, we decide to quiet him a bit. I'm being honest. Just shut him up.
So we're expecting a feisty game.
It will be a feisty game, and I expect us to go across there and fight to win the game.
All right. So my prediction is a draw, a scoring draw, not a 0-0 draw. I expect both teams to score goals. Well, what is your
Chelsea has I predict Chelsea will have a hard time dealing with William Saliba. Arsenal have been a total different side with Saliba there. Chelsea will try to play the counter-attacking game to try to think it. We should be wary of such. With Aubameyang and whatnot, but I think we should overpower and win this game.
So we're looking at 3-1.
3-1 would be a nice scoreline, yeah. 3-1, 4-1 would be a good scoreline. It's Chelsea. You don't know what Chelsea side may turn up. Might see Chelsea side of midweek or win 4-1, but it's real inconsistent too. And I just hope that the VAR and the refereeing decisions don't prove to be,
Well, it's nice that we
scenario.
don't have any VAR decisions to talk about during this show. So last weekend was good. So let's
But
hope
this
that
weekend we don't know what we might get.
Liverpool, yes, they won in the week. Again, Salah showing his form in the Champions League. But as far as Premier League, Liverpool's Premier League form is horrible. Spurs Premier League form is erratic at best. Liverpool visiting Tottenham. What are your expectations in that game?
Can both of them lose at the same time? I don't like none of the fans. I can't do that. I can't afford for them both of them to lose. I can do that, but hopefully Salah might score and get somebody some points, and hopefully Harry Kane get a penalty. He like to get penalties in them games. He'll live for a penalty. I go in for a draw. It could be a low scoring draw, it could be a high scoring draw, but a draw is a win for me.
Now, again, as a United supporter, Liverpool behind us, Spurs right there. I would love a draw, but I feel Liverpool is going to do what Liverpool does. I think they're going to beat Spurs. Liverpool supporters going to start jumping up. Yeah, we back. Look, we beat the top 6 team. And next week, last game before the World Cup,
Qatar's.
that game. So I don't want Liverpool to beat Spurs, but I just have the feeling that Liverpool are going to win this game. They're going to beat Spurs on Sunday, and people will want to crown them as yeah, they're on the way back, and it's all going to be too soon.
Really?
Too soon. Let's let people know we have some interesting World Cup content coming up. So remember to keep it locked to United Hour. For that, we have some interesting collaborations coming up as well. Don't forget. Let me see. Who is this?
Who United playing this weekend?
We playing Aston Villa.
You didn't mention that?
I didn't mention it because not a big game. I just called it.
It's a very good game because this is good evening. First game in charge. And you know he loves to play against United.
The last he did beat us in the final, we played against Sevilla.
The Europa League.
Unai Emery, if anybody who's who we talking about, that is Aston Villa's new coach. But I'll be honest with you,
you don't have Fernandez in this
game. United Aston Villa a big game. That's the only reason I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, but you don't have Fernandez in this game. Picked up his 15th card.
Bruno Fernandez is picked up too many yellow cards, so he's suspended for this game. The official is Michael Oliver. Well, according to Fantasy Pavilion, he's the foe of both Chelsea and Arsenal.
That is true. We can't argue.
So let's hope that he is unfair equally. He's equally unfair.
Ole harsh boy. Ole harsh boy.
No, well, if he's unfair equally, then he'll be equal. It'll be a fair game. What was I going to say? Oh yes, remember we have Cristiano Ronaldo t-shirt, signed Cristiano Ronaldo t-shirt, already framed, everything to give away at the end of the season if we have enough subscribers to the channel. So please like the video, subscribe, and get people involved in the United Hour. Get people involved in the thing. Courtney is saying stop offering my jersey, boy. I don't win the jersey first. We had to hit for targets. And then we had to win the jersey first. But we also gonna have a Christmas giveaway. We're gonna have a signed Manchester United jersey to give away in December.
So we got nothing else, boy.
For Christmas. Well, I mean, we are United channel. This particular content is not United related. We are cater for the majority. At the end of the day, I don't know about anybody else, but a signed t-shirt is not something you want to buy. A signed t-shirt is something you get, you hold on to.
You put it in your house. Yeah.
If I get a signed t-shirt, if I get a signed Drogba t-shirt from Chelsea, I don't like Chelsea, but I will value that. You understand? I would value because I appreciate Drogba. So you don't necessarily need. You don't need to be your player. A signed t-shirt from a player that is purpose. What is your team? I'm saying.
Yeah, it's very valuable.
You could still get involved as far as that goes. So yes, we're looking to shut it down. We're finishing a little early tonight. It's Friday, give you all the opportunity to jump out and do the Friday blues. But that Chelsea Arsenal game, I know you're going to be looking forward to that. Where you're taking that game in anywhere, or you're going to be here for
that? That's this Sunday, right?
8 a.m.
8 a.m. this Sunday.
Yep.
I'll be watching it on my phone. I'll be on work. I'll work it tomorrow night. So please watch their live Sunday morning. I may not even take it in because they might want to sweat. They might want to play football. So I might take it in. But Monday we have football. We are in the station football now. So
you could give me that. You will find a way. You will find a way. And let me just big up the Fantasy Pavilion. They will be in Island Bear taking in the game. If you could make it down to Island Bear on Sunday morning to take that game in, Fantasy Pavilion always has giveaways and stuff going on. Go down there,
hopefully after work I show up and probably I might win something. I never win anything. In fact, in down there in by
in
party.
Ireland there.
But yeah, never.
Okay.
So
Well,
hopefully that might change.
if you're predicting Arsenal to win, you ain't gonna win nothing. No. Let's go in there and predict a draw.
Them sad boy.
I just saying, I am so confident of a draw. I don't know why, but I am so confident of a draw, and it's not because I think Chelsea good or they deserve it. You understand? I expect Kepa to real save Chelsea tomorrow. On Sunday. Real save.
Kepa injured though.
Okay, well, it don't matter, Mendy, whoever. I expect the goalkeeper to have real work to do. Because Arsenal is a team in form. They are a team in form, without a doubt. All I have to say, we must talk to the Chelsea supporters one more time.
I wasn't predicting that, dog.
Chelsea.
I wasn't predicting.
Chelsea, what can we say about Chelsea, boy? Oh my goodness. Let's see. I mean, Chelsea need a rebound, you know, but I am sorry, I do expect this to be a rebound game for them. I don't see any scenario where Chelsea is winning. It is
Depending on who score first.
Who
score first? Yeah, who score first will be think. But Chad, they're real wicked, you know. On a serious note.
Watch, man. You're lucky I didn't get it when he was saying Chelsea. I got a neutral one so I could play it for anybody now. But I had to give it to them Chelsea boys and them today. I had to get the first taste. You understand? Even when you go and play Brighton and you get 4, I know what I feel like.
I can't laugh at that. Like. Yeah, I know what I said. I had to play Brighton next week. Next week Wednesday.
So we'll see how it goes. People, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Be safe out there. And remember, on Sunday, we have the Old Talk United. We're going to be talking about Manchester United's results. And during the course of the week, we're going to be talking about everything on the next version of EPL Rewind. Good night, people.
Good night.
Support the United Hour. Click that like button and subscribe.